And we're live. There it is, guys. There it is. What's up, everybody? This is Whisky In the 6. I'm Rob. It's a nice bottle.
It is. It's a beautiful bottle.
I love the gold that they decided to use for this.
It's nice.
This won some awards, I think, yeah?
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not sure if what it won, but well, it did. Jim Murray gave it Whiskey of the Year.
Your boy.
Yeah, my favorite reviewer of all time, Jim Murray.
We missed you. It's been a while.
Yeah. When was the last time? The Pappy.
Yeah, the Pappy. Yeah. It's been a minute, as they would say, as my students would say. Jeremy, why don't you tell us what we got over here?
This is the Booker's Big Time Batch Rye Whiskey.
But this is 68.1%.
68.1.
This is a monster. This is like melt your face off ABV.
Everyone's showing up tonight.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone?
Whenever Jeremy's in the house, everybody knows that there's going to be some quality whiskey being sipped that day.
So essentially what happened with this is I paid $70 for essentially a 1 in 10 chance to win. And I hit it and won the bottle. So yes, $700 US is the secondary price for these. And I've seen them for about $800 now too. All right, I don't know if you guys have opened up a Booker's Wax before, but man, hopefully this goes well.
Well, that's going well, actually. It popped off a nice chunk. Moment of silence, guys.
A lot of people like to rip the cork off. I always cringe when people do that. I'm like, you're going to break the cork. There we go. Oh, that's nice.
Is that a wood cork or a plastic cork?
This is a synthetic cork.
Yeah, so you could have ripped it off then.
All right, well, I'm going to pour this out. The glasses we're using tonight are these really cool ones from Final Touch. It's like a Glencairn, but there's like a very wide bulb at the bottom. It's really good for cask strength stuff because it gives it a nice, big surface area for it to breathe. So last time when I poured you the Pappy, I gave you a bit of a baby pour. Yeah. I'll make sure your glass looks full this time. Yeah, so here you go. Here's your dram.
That's a Whiskey in the 6 pour in a regular Glencairn glass.
Baby dram for you tonight. And actually, that was just for a joke. I spent $6 for that joke, hopefully.
We're going to let that sit up for a little bit. Yesterday was a pretty incredible day for me.
Yes.
I was told that I was getting the full treatment and being flown to Windsor to try the new Canadian Club 41-year-old. They picked me up in front of my house, 6:30 in the morning.
Limo?
It was a town car.
Nice. Like
literally rolled out the red carpet. Drove me to Billy Bishop Airport. Flew me to Windsor from Billy Bishop to Windsor. We went to the old Canadian Club, like basically the museum where Al Capone had several meetings in there. Yeah, it was insane. Like we literally sat in the same room that Al Capone had meetings in. I was in awe. Like I was absolutely geeking out the entire time I was in there. It was very exclusive. Like I was like, are they sure they got the right guy? Like, am I really supposed to be here? They brought us to lunch. We tried the 41-year-old, which when I got home from work this morning, a package was at my door. This is the sample of it, but they couldn't send me home with it yesterday because I was taking a flight, and we got to do a barrel pull too, actually.
Yeah, well, I saw the video. So I don't know if you guys are following Rob on Instagram. His story video yesterday was him doing a pull with the thief, like right from the barrel, and he pours himself like a very respectable dram. And I was like, how do you not let that whole thing fill up that glass? I'm like, where's your heavy hand?
You know what? That thing's a little bit easier to operate than a regular bottle. Honestly, it's just there's so many people watching. I couldn't make a fool of myself.
You couldn't be like, this is how I normally pour at home.
Yeah, full Glencairn glass. I'm not lying to you when I say if they ever decide to go cask strength with this whiskey, because they're going to do a 42-year-old, a 43-year-old, a 44-year-old, a 45-year-old.
Oh, really? Wow.
And then they're going to skip 5 years and go straight to 50.
Oh, okay.
So obviously expect prices to go up and all that sort of thing. But and they plan to do something different with each release. But that barrel pull was one of the best sips of whiskey I've ever had.
Really?
It was just phenomenal. Well, think about it. It's
probably one of their nice casks too, right?
Yeah.
Probably pull out a good one.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I mean, it was 41-year-old whiskey that's uncut, unchill filter,
Right.
just like, and the weird thing was there was like zero sediment in it or anything like that. I was like, and it just so smooth. Like it literally tasted as if it was under 50%.
Did they tell you what the percentage, like what they thought it was?
They think it's around 62.
62.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was honestly the entire experience was pretty surreal for me because, you know, I mean, like I said, who the hell am I? I'm just a
Hey,
whiskey reviewer on YouTube.
You're
so.
Whiskey in the Six.
I have Meredith from Praxis to thank for everything. I mean, Rob from CC, he was awesome. Tish from CC, she was awesome. It was just an incredible experience.
You think we should nose this thing or what?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This smells amazing.
So this still smells like really tight to me. Like it needs to open up a lot more, but right away you're getting.
So have you done it in this glass before though? Oh well, obviously you haven't tasted.
This is my first time trying it.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, have you tasted anything in this glass?
Yeah, yeah. These glasses are great for foolproof, cast strength kind of stuff, just because it's got so much surface area.
I think that smells great, to be honest with you. Sounds like someone's crying.
Yeah, everyone that's not drinking this is crying right now. Big spiciness, brown sugar.
Yeah, someone's crying. Hold on. So Jeremy's gonna entertain you guys for a sec. My wife will be back in like 5 minutes. She's just teaching at our gym, but Jeremy will entertain you guys. I'll be right back. One of the kids are crying.
I will be giving away 2 1-ounce samples of this before we're done tonight, so stick around. Oh, okay. So rye spice, baking spice, brown sugar, cinnamon, typical like bourbon rye notes. But I can't believe how like mild it's smelling on the nose right now. 68.1%. So anyway, like I said before, I acquired this through a raffle draw. If you want to know the ins and outs of a raffle, how to get into it, how to do it, what they're all about, I have a video on my Patreon that explains it. I go through very detailed, start to finish on how to do it, what to expect. Oh man! All right, I'm gonna drink it. Well. Okay. Huge arrival. Just spice, cloves. The mouthfeel is great. Very viscous.
Opening up a little bit.
I took a sip.
Did you?
Yeah. It was good. I saw that Whiskey Wednesday did the original Lot 40.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll sell my soul for a sample of the cast strength. I'm like, I'll take your soul. So I'm giving him a sample.
What do you think a soul would go for on the secondary market?
Oh, I don't know. Bourbon Journey, you're asking what kind of glasses they are. These are glasses made by Final Touch. And like I said before, they're just like a really nice glass for barrel proof cast strength whiskey. They almost look like a wine like decanter.
Mm-hmm.
You see like how big the surface area is at the bottom. It's really good for, I think, I mean, for letting whiskey breathe a lot more than you would in a Glencairn. Yeah, it's opening up a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could probably let this thing sit for an hour.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we should add a drop just to see what changes.
I brought my eyedropper.
There you go.
Kentucky limestone water.
Mm-hmm. So I added about 4 drops.
So good. So before I tried this, I was thinking, how's this going to stack up to other, really good rye whiskeys? And I've had the Sazerac 18. I think it was a 2010 bottling. That was the best rye whiskey I've ever had.
Mm.
We'll see. I'll save my judgment on this till it gets a full chance to open up. But
yeah, I almost want to put it down, start something else for a bit,
and go back
to it because those were pretty hefty pours anyway. So, but
hey, you heard him. Hefty pour. Well, let's give away one of the samples.
Yeah.
I'm giving away 2 samples tonight, 2 1-ounce samples. So let's give away one right now. Get ready. First person to answer correctly will win a 1-ounce sample. I will ship it to you. What is the nickname for this release? It says it right on the label. There it is. Mash and Drum. You got it, bud. Big Time Batch. It is called the Big Time Batch. It is Big Time Batch. Send me your address. I'll send this out to you.
Ooh, there you go.
Hold on. I'm going to fill this up to the top. All right.
Jason, well done, buddy.
There it is. I've already labeled it for you. Full ounce coming your way. Did you ask what everyone's drinking tonight?
No, I have not, actually.
You guys sipping anything good?
What's everybody else drinking tonight?
Little Octomore 8.4. Nice. Oh, Electric 18.
This Aberfeld is, like, phenomenal.
Jason's drinking the Mac 12. Throttle's waiting for the mailman. Throttle, I'm sure you got some whiskey around.
So Daniel's got to take off. Whenever a man leaves that quickly, can only mean one of 2 things.
Wow, you guys are drinking a lot of good stuff here. Kilhoman PX. A 2014 Lefroy Quarter Cask. Kentucky Owl Batch 2. So this, I like this Macallan edition 4. I like it better than the 3, that's for sure.
Do you?
Yeah.
This Aberfeld is something else. Man, let's drop one.
Oh, I want some of that Aberfeld.
So the wife is home. The baby's still crying a little bit. A little bit irresponsible of me to...
Typical dad drinking in his basement. Kids are upstairs crying.
Wiser's 35 cask strength is...
It's not cask strength.
Not cask strength. It's 50% again.
Yeah. It was rumored to be cask strength.
It was supposed to be cask strength.
Yes.
But then I guess marketing jumped in and said, hey, we can make another 1,000 bottles if we decide to, drop the ABV 5%. So that's what they did. That Booker's Rye is fantastic.
So Rob just drank his entire dram when we were just talking.
Yeah.
Going back to this now, the richness is just cranked up hardcore on this. It's finally starting to open up.
It's got this like beautiful like creaminess, like buttery. Yeah. Honestly, did you try the Kentucky Owl, the 11-year-old that I had? That
No.
time? Is it 11 years old?
Yeah.
It's 11, right?
Do you know what batch it was?
The batch 1.
Batch 1. Because I forgot who is drinking. Someone's drinking batch 2 right now.
Batch 2 apparently is not as good as batch 1. But I would say for me at this moment, judging only based on this 1 dram, which bear in mind that's not entirely fair. Graham, thank you so much for that.
Graham,
virtual jam. Cheers, buddy. Judging on that, I'm gonna say that it's neck and neck for the Michter's Toasted Barrel and this.
Okay.
You tried the Michter's, right?
Love the Michter's Toasted Barrel.
The Michter's is bonkers. I don't know how old that is. I'm assuming it's probably 7-8 years old, maybe a little bit older. Touch. Yeah. Then you have the Kentucky Owl just under that. Like those 3 are neck and neck. Mm-hmm. Like I think they're all fantastic. So it's very hard. I mean, that's 1 dram. My entire perception could change when that's halfway down the bottle. You know what I mean? And it's in its money spot.
Yeah.
Go Habs is saying, any updates on the December event? Okay, so the December party is a very likely go. I just got to get confirmation from the company that wants to host it. If they decide to go ahead and do that, then we're going to do that there. Otherwise, we might do it at like a bar like the Caledonian or something like that. I'm just going to give them a call and see if we can do that. It's probably going to be pretty intimate. I don't anticipate getting a lot of people there, but whoever can make it is more than welcome. If you want to come from another country, another province, another city, whatever, you are more than welcome to come. I just don't know how upper echelon this party's going to be. It's probably just going to be a bunch of guys having a dram together.
We'll be there. We'll be drinking whiskey.
Exactly.
What more do you need? You know?
Yeah. So I'll try to bring something special that night,
and I'll bring something a little nice too.
Yeah. I figure if we bring something special, I'm sure other people are going to do the same. I've been promised a couple companies that decided that they're going to come and pour jams for us for free, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So there's a few companies that are going to be doing that. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like, but I think it's going to be pretty cool.
So now with this whiskey that has opened up, I'm getting like banana bread, like carrot loaf, a lot of like baked goods, a lot of baking spices.
Yeah. I found it very interesting.
Some water.
The old perception of rye, because rye is known to be this like a little bit harsher grain compared to corn, compared to barley, which makes no sense to me because that's all sweet goodness to me. Like it's just really nice.
Jason, you're gonna love this, man.
So for the second giveaway, how did you want to do it?
Do you have a suggestion? I was just gonna give another trivia question.
Can I give a question then?
Okay.
So I spoke about 2 Springbanks in this episode. If you're paying attention,
It's gonna be hard.
The Springbank Burgundy that's not single cask. What's the ABV of that Springbank Burgundy?
What's the ABV of this?
Oh,
That's
Paulo,
Paulo, you got it.
Paulo got
53
it.
and a half.
53 and a half is correct. Some guys are just slow to press enter.
All right, I'm gonna try to pour this out, and we'll see if I can do it without spilling some stuff. You guys are great supporting my channel. I love you guys' comments. I love the back and forth.
Peter
There you
saying
go.
that he was first.
There it is.
Did it? Jason from the Mash and Drum is saying that he will send us samples of Four Roses 130th anniversary bourbon.
If you're interested, yeah, like we wouldn't be.
That goes without saying. You know what the good thing about not splitting bottles is?
Drinking as much as you want.
That I get as much as I want.
How many times have you heard this guy be like, well, I gotta like drink this down to half and then give it to someone else? Like,
So the rye has a nice like almondy, or maybe not almond, but like walnuts, and then this honey baklava smell. Like it's like pastry and honey
it's
and
very like baked goods. Like, yeah, absolutely.
yeah. Eric Waite got it too. Baklava. Yeah, a bunch of these guys are jumping.
I'm like,
guys, this is not a trivia question. We're not going my.
They're like, where's my ounce of Booker?
You know what we got to do? Because Tamer just jumped in. Tamer is my good buddy from Quebec. We have to try something of his. So you get to choose.
Me?
Yeah. We got Tomatin 1982. Benrique 30-year-old. Glenmorangie 1990. Morangie, sorry. Lafroy 25 cast strength.
Yep.
Or Cuddy Sark 25-year-old.
Cuddy Sark makes a 25.
Wait, there's one more. Sorry, and Tomatin 30-year-old.
Wow.
So apparently, out of the Tomatin range, the 82 is like the gem.
Okay, well, you know what? Maybe it's Tomatin then, because someone needs to change my mind about Tomatin whiskey. Because I've only had their like, I don't know, what do they have? 12 and 18.
Yeah, 12, 18. Well, they have
20,
a few. They have
21.
the 14, the 15, 14 port. Excuse me,
The 14 port. That's my favorite. That is my favorite.
The 14 port's gangster.
But the rest of the range, like the rest of the classic range,
Yeah.
I wasn't big on. I don't like the 12. Do you want to give a send off to this Booker's Rye and say what you gonna mark it?
Honestly, I'm gonna mark that a 91. I think that's phenomenal stuff. I think I don't remember what I marked the Kentucky Owl, but I think it was pretty close, probably a 90. So that would make sense. The Michter's is around. Actually, the Michter's, when I did my American Whiskey Month, the Michter's was my favorite of the entire
barrel rye.
toasted barrel rye. Peter White says that the regular barrel proof rye is very similar.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tasted that, so I don't know. But that Michter's still might like hold a special place in my heart. But
look for the review for this for me. It will probably come out later on this month. I'm gonna let the bottle kind of open up a bit. I feel like it's gonna get better and better and better. So check my review for the score. Oh wow!
Yeah, that's really nice.
What is this one? This is the Albert.
Eric Waite's giving away a 1 ounce pour of NyQuil to anyone who can answer your next. Yeah, I love it.
Is that the cast strength NyQuil?
I'm gonna put my Balblair aside for a second, and I'm gonna work on this Tomatin.
So this is the Tomatin
1982, 57%.
So this is what, like almost 30. What is it? 35 years old?
I think it was bottled in 2014.
Okay.
Or 2015. Tamara, if you know the answer to that, can you just put it in the chat below? This is rated as one of the best Tomatins.
By the nose, I mean, you get this really nice sweetness right away.
Yeah. And I was lucky enough to, I drank most of the sample before we got to dip into it, unfortunately. But fortunately for me, I did that. Yeah, it's pretty delicious.
Oh, wow. It's like all like fresh tropical fruit.
Yeah. But I'm getting like this huge hit of like blood orange.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pineapple, orange, like mango.
So limited release, 560 barrels or bottle. Sorry, bottle number 488. What's the date on it?
Oh, this is $700 bottle. Fuck.
So only in Nova Scotia, because everywhere else that's probably double the price at least.
This is unreal. Okay, so yeah, I was like, change my mind to Madden, and you have this. This is incredible.
This is phenomenal. Eyes closed, I give that an A+. I'm not going to give a numeric mark because
that
takes a little bit more.
It's without a doubt like a low 90s for sure. I mean,
yeah, like easy low 90s, and then if with more time, probably could go up. Yeah,
like when you, I think for our scoring it's about the same. Like when you're approaching that mid 90 point, is when you're getting like the epic levels of whiskey. But the thing with marking, anyway, for me anyway, is like every half point above 90 is like a lot, because once you get to like 93 to 94, well, that's like a huge difference, a lot more than it would be from like, let's say 80 to 85. It's almost like a 5-point bump. That little like point is a lot more once you get up when you're approaching the 90 mark.
Yeah, I guess that might be Drew. He's saying that I look bookered. I'm not booked. Honestly, it's been a long week already for me, so I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie.
I like the Alberfeldy better between these. I'm going more of this. It's probably gonna be. I'll reserve my judgment, but it is without a doubt one of the best ryes I've ever had.
I heard a story about a guy that walked into an Alberta. He walked into an Alberta store, found a 2.1 on the shelf.
A 2.1.
2.1 on the shelf. He's about to buy it. He's the guy's like, okay, can I go to the bank, grab cash, come back and buy this? And he's like, sure, no problem.
Classic mistake.
So the price was $200 on this
Canadian
on this Dusty. Yeah, $200 on this Dusty. He walks out to go get the cash, comes back. The guy raises the price to $500. He's like, I was just here 5 minutes ago, and I was gonna buy this bottle. It was $200. He's like, yeah. In that time, I did some research and realized that. You know what store this was? Do not shop there. Sierra Springs.
That is garbage.
Yeah.
Like if you have a price on something and
and
someone's like, "Oh, you want to buy this? Oh, I guess it must be worth something." And then you're like, "No, more than double." Set the fucking building on fire.
Right? Like that's bullshit. That's as bullshit as it gets. So, yeah, fuck those guys. Guys, check out Jeremy on Sippers Social Club. All right, there's no apostrophe when you're looking for it, so it's just Sippers Social Club, 3 words. Pumping out some really cool reviews, guys. You got to check them out. And then you guys can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon. We both have Patreon, actually. If you guys want to check that out, help keep the lights on here, help support our very expensive habit of buying really expensive whiskey. All for your benefit, really, because then you guys get to decide whether or not, based on our opinions, if it's worth buying for you. So it's a good investment, I think. Other than that,
subscribe to my channel, Super Social Club. Tomorrow I will be releasing the entire Ardbeg range from the 10-year-old, the NO, the Coy of Reckon, and the Ugadel. I'll let you know what one I like the best. That's going to be up tomorrow, so go subscribe. You'll see that one coming up then. Lots of good stuff coming out in October. So yeah, subscribe, guys. I'm going to review this one. I'm going to let this sit and let it oxidize a bit, and you'll see this one probably mid to late October.
And there's another special bottle that you have in the rankings. I don't know if you want to share that little secret.
I got a Pappy 15. That is yet to be opened. That will be opened. Okay, this is what we're going to do. When you get your new bar set up in your new place, your first live,
all right,
Pappy 15, we'll crack it then, just like we cracked this then.
Beautiful.
There it is.
That works for me. I don't know. I hope that works for you guys, but that's going to be an awesome day. Let's get Jeremy to 1,000 subscribers so that at least when he goes live, he can get some super chat and help, support his really expensive habit, because sometimes I feel like his might be even more expensive than mine. But thanks for joining us, guys. Really appreciate it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.